Alright, guys, this basically is how I ended up getting my license from the beginning to the end. I'm just trying to explain it better so you can understand. This is my attempt at blurring the plate number. Okay. So at this point, he already gave me a form to fill, but I just went back inside to get a pen. It's basically a form of basic information. You can't really get your license without filling some basic information.
We'll be going to definitely we'll be going on the road, but not today. Just you fill your form, then do the introduction, and then class fully. I think. What does it take to be on the road? If you can move your car here around when you want to go to the road, of course you need to understand the body language of other cars. What determines how you move your car is the situation on the road. But here, what determines how you move your car, how you want it. You understand? Because there is no car coming, nothing. You just drive your car all alone. But on the road, you'll be considering other road users. Once your name here, write 2 weeks, 1 p.m., signature and date.
Have you taught place people? Huh? Have you taught place people?
Can I even count them? Can I count them? I started driving school, operating my group since 2010. So imagine the number of people I have trained from that time. About 50 years, so you can now imagine.
So basically, at this point, the microphone wasn't working as much because we're starting to drive fast and the wind was affecting the microphone. So I'll take this chance to talk a little bit. This is our first time driving, preparing to drive. Basically, he just asked I'm the one recording, my brother is in the front seat, he's at the left. Basically asked, my brother basically asked him if he has, taught many people just to prove his competence. And yeah, he was like, he has been teaching since I think 2010 or 2015 or so. So probably dealt with maybe 2,000 students plus, probably even more. And at this point, we're going to the filling station because he didn't buy fuel before coming. So that's what I'm basically trying to do. At this point, I'm just trying to enjoy the ride. I think my hands were paining me from like recording, keeping the camera up. It has been like 7 minutes by now. so it's a bit stressful. But yeah, I really wanted to record this part and just show a few things. Yeah, so we pull into the fuel station, and yeah. After this, it takes us to, a place where we can learn better. So I'll show you that soon. Yeah, camera to me. This is me. I'm the one recording. Lighting doesn't do me justice. Yeah. The vlog small shot.
All those in real life stuff like that.
I know. Just put driving school vlog unedited.
Finish show myself.
I write that point yet.
Video, you the video,
I just record it, man.
Yeah?
I just like to record sometimes.
But the activity have not started now.
I'll like edit it, cut some parts out. Okay, so at this point, my brother is switching into the driver's seat. I can't remember if he drove or not. It's been long. I'm recording this like 7 months after, because my license took so long to come out. So, yeah, we'll see.
No, we're not going. We're not going anywhere for now. Just there is that phone. Just looking for to understand the basic thing. So this is what we're undergoing. The first class is what now?
Introduction.
So let's start with this introduction. Is it okay? Starting with introduction. Let's look at this. Anything under the steering is considered to be what? Pedals.
Heat house?
Yes. In bicycle, what's pedal?
Oh, pedal.
You pedal for it to move. But all the same. See how in driving, this is how you go. You go like this. A, B, C. Talking about power the pedal. So each time you want to drive, A, B, C. A stands for accelerator, B stands for brake, then C stands for clutch. So A, B, C, which is accelerator, brake, clutch.
What does clutch do?
So maybe after I explain, if you don't understand, you ask questions. I just like introduce you to like this their name. The next that we follow now is the function. The function of accelerator. Can you tell me now?
Increase the speed.
Good. So it's positive. And the function of brake, it reduces speed. So it's what? Negative. And this clutch, how does it work?
This will change the does it stop immediately or what? Does it do both? Or
He's saying something, I want to listen to him. But you're asking questions.
this will change gears or something?
It doesn't change gear, but you use it to change gear. What happens with clutch is this. Like this car now, it's automatic, right? It has gear. Now the difference between automatic and manual is that automatic changes gear on its own, while manual, you manually change your gear. So each time you want to change gear in manual, there will be need for you to what? Press your clutch down as you make changes. So it's manual transmission. You do that yourself. You change gear yourself. Automatic changes on its own. Now, any car, bike, keke, anything that can be on motion, that you can move from one place to another, uses what? Gear. Do you agree?
Yes.
Like generator now doesn't have gear, so therefore it cannot move. It cannot go anywhere. So those ones that have gear, they can move from one place to another. Now it can be manual gear, that's manual transmission, or automatic. So now when we say automatic, it changes gear on its own. Manual, you change it yourself. So what happens when you clutch? Now, if you open this bonnet now, you see the engine, you see the gearbox. So now, what happens when you clutch down is that it opens up your gearbox. You see as my hand is, when you clutch down, that's how the gearbox will open for you to select gear 1. You release it, you start working with that gear. You need gear 2, you clutch down, what happens? It opens up again for you to go to gear 2. You release it, you start working with that gear 2. You need gear 2, you clutch down, it opens up again for you to select gear 3. So that process, you pressing it down, changing gear is what makes it manual, nothing more. So have I answered you now?
Yes, sir.
Good.
So I have a question. You need to change gears to like accelerate to reverse to blah blah blah.
I didn't get your question.
Like you need to change gears in manual car to do like acceleration, reverse.
No, really, accelerating is a pedal. Now, when you change gear, okay.
That's the purpose of.
I understand the purpose of gear. Look, okay, let's discuss it since it's coming up now. But I think I have other things to. But all the same, okay. Now, the purpose of gear. Of course, you know, 2 is higher than 1, 3 is higher than 2, and 4 is higher than 3, and 5 is higher than what? 4. So now, the reason for that gear is that each gear have its limitation, right? Now, you know relay race. How do you run the relay race? You do your part and the other person will do his or her own part. So now gear 1 have its limitation. So also gear 2 and gear 3. But now, how do I make you understand the limitation I'm talking about? Let's look at here now. So what do you have here? The speedometer gauge. So how does the speedometer gauge work?
It shows you how fast you're going.
it tells you the how fast you're going or the rate at which you're moving. But let's assume this car have a 5 gear, right? For you to get to this 220, like which gear will take you to 220?
Assuming it has 5.
Yes, 5 gear. How do you get to that 220? Is it with gear 1?
Gear 5 probably.
Gear 5? Okay, I agree. So, but now, how do you know the limitation of each gear? Based on your question. So now we'll say, okay, for record purposes, let's just put it at what? 200. Let's assume the total speed of this car is what? 200. So now, if we are to understand the function of each gear, from gear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we'll be like, okay, total speed over total gear. So what do we have?
That's 40.
Good, perfect. Is that okay? You have 40. So what does simply mean? Have you heard of that journey? What they say that a journey of 1,000 miles starts with a step.
Yeah.
So meaning, if we are to cover this 200 kilometers, we start with what? Gear 1. And gear 1 will exhaust its strength on what? 40. Look at what I'm doing here now. From 0 to 40 is what? Gear 1. Then from 40 to really? Not 8. Okay, 80 is what? Gear 2. Then 80 to 120 is gear 3. Then 120 to 160 is gear 4. Then 160 to the 200 we are looking for is what? Gear 5. Because you ask why do we change it?
So if you use 40, you need to change to the gear 2.
Don't worry, don't worry. This is the capacity. This is how the white man built it. Now, what you're asking now, you know how to use your 2 legs and run? Yeah. But each time you are going out, are you running? You don't run. You go based on the demand or the reason for. If there's no need for you to run, there will be no point running. I'm still trying to answer you so that you understand how the gear function. So now look at this car as it's going. Is that okay?
Yeah.
It should be between 0. It's going to be less than 20. It's not up to 20. You now ask, okay, why is it not going maybe like 60 or 80 or 100? It depends on the situation on ground. But this is how the white man built it anyway, that this car can go 200 kilometers per hour. How the white man built it. But you don't speed because your car can speed. Right? So at the end of the day, one of the reasons why you are in driving school is to understand how to manage your speed as well. So at the end of the day, the road safety or government have a speed limit. Share some people, even when they are traveling, they say, no, I can't go more than 120 or 100. And it's not because the car cannot go more than 120. It's not because the car cannot go more than 100. But because now you don't want to risk hitting somebody or somebody hitting him or losing control of the car. They want to go based on the rule. So now likely what is acceptable, the road safety is aware, is what? 100. Right? So that we'll still use, if you are taking this 100 now to be your speed limit, not because the car cannot go 200. See what will happen. You will still see total speed, which is now 100. Not because the car cannot go more than 100, but now you trying to cut down your speed to save life, you now say 100 over 5, so that you will have what? 20. Now 0 to 20. Hope you are following, huh?
Yes.
0 to 20 is what? Gear 1. Then 20 to 40 is gear 2. Then 40 to 60 is gear 3. Then 60 to 80 is gear 4. Then 80 to 100 is what? Gear 5. This is the principle of automatic. This is how automatic is programmed. So that when you put it on D for drive, it has registered gear 1. Then when you take off, the car should be crawling. Once you walk off accelerator to increase your speed, so that when you press your accelerator and the speed is increasing, it goes up to 20, you are still pressing the accelerator. The car senses that, okay, you need more speed. So what will happen? It will go to gear 2, right? And then you keep pressing it, pressuring the accelerator. It goes to 40, you are still pressuring the accelerator. The car will sense that, okay, you need more speed. It goes to gear 3. You will not notice it, a silent change. And then it will stretch over to, maybe when you get to 100, that should be like gear 5. And then you are still pressing it, it will keep stretching the car to 120, 140, 160. So that's how automatic work. But for manual, once you select gear 1,
it's not going past top speed.
It will be on that gear 1 until you manually stop accelerating, clutch down, and go towards gear 2. Before that acceleration you are pressing, no matter how you press it, it cannot switch above its limitation. Rather, it will be making hell of noise until you decide to change the gear. Then it will calm and then transmit to next level.
Okay.
You understand? So I hope you understand what I'm explaining.
Yes,
so good. Now that takes us back to, we've talked about accelerator, the brake, and the clutch, and the purpose of gear, right? Now let's look at, after this explanation, what else we have? Application. You see, you have 2 legs controlling 3 pedals. So the challenge of every learner at some point is using even left leg to apply brake. Now look at this, your right leg. The right leg will control A and B. The reason is very simple. Because A is the exact opposite meaning with B. If you are accelerating with your right leg and the car is increasing speed, the only way you can control the rate at which the car is moving is to do what? Suspend the acceleration and use your right leg on brake. So if you keep using left leg, braking and accelerating at the same time, what will happen?
You won't move.
You will not achieve your goal. You'll be struggling to control the car. So the right leg control A and B, one at a time.
So, but what if you can actually control, like put your right leg on accelerator and brake on this thing?
That's why I'm saying that it's like you lack understanding of what you are doing, because 2 of them cannot work at the same time. You cannot, watch me now, this one is increasing speed and then this one reducing speed at the same time.
But you don't press it, you just rest your legs on it.
No, let's understand certain things. You throw logic to it. You can do that too, but what is the reason behind you doing that? Because this thing cannot work at the same time, meaning these 2 legs cannot work at the same time. So how you can comfortably control it that make more sense is to what? While you're accelerating, of course, you need to accelerate. Now, do you know that the car starts slowing down from the point you stop accelerating?
Yes.
Right? Now, and then if you are to brake, do you brake at once?
You brake gradually.
Okay, you brake gradually. It's like saying, why is it that we don't brake at once? Because if your leg should go here, you are trying to find the reason that okay, even if I'm not using it at the same time, once I stop accelerating, I should brake. Is it not? So, but it doesn't tally. If you look at the pedals, A and B is kept on the right part. The pedal that is for clutch is on the left. Now, use your right leg, match that brake. Is that okay? Leg match. Which one is more comfortable?
My dominant leg.
Yeah, you see it. Now, that's how it is what? Fashion from factory. It's done in such a way that you use your right leg to control it. If you are using left leg, it will be very odd. So the left leg is basically for C. After this, what again? Now let's quickly talk about our steering. The challenge of every learner is always the steering. Now if you get the steering, I promise you that what? If you get the steering, you have total control over the steering. 60 to 70% of your driving have been covered. So what will I do? I'll just engage you on theory, tell you what to do and what not to do, and what it takes to be a good driver, and possibly, since you know how to control your steering already, you become a driver. But I know there will still be work here. We definitely will go to where I will understand whether you have total control over your steering. But before then, look at the understanding. Those days in school, they tell us that this is a complete circle. What makes it complete circle? It is 360 degree. So what that simply means is that from here round like here is what? 360 degree. Then from here to here is what? 180 degree. That's half of a circle. And from here to here is what? Is 90 degree. From here to here is another 90 degree. Why am I drawing this? You can hold the steering whichever way you want to hold, but this is the basic. This is the basic thing you understand about the steering. So the car have face, and we're trying to identify the face of your steering. So now this is where your hand should be, here and here. What is the reason for your hand being here and here? The reason is very simple, so that here remain pointer to where the car has to go. Your ability to manage the space you have in a particular direction, that's what makes you a driver. You can hold it anyhow you want to, but this is the basic thing. You know how to manage it. With this, we can give it a trial. We do the introduction now, then tomorrow. You know there is a lane now. Do you understand what we call lane?
Where you go and come from on the road?
Whether go and come or on like this one now, though it doesn't have any marking. You see that white car is going. Can you see it? You see him sharing road with another road user. So you'll be on your own lane, the person will be on theirs. So let's give it a trial. Adjust your chair. Hope we understand what's just discussed now.
Yes, sir.
So those are the basic things when it comes to driving. Press on your brake, step on your brake, then start the car.
You need to press brake before you start the car.
Yes. Good. To avoid the rolling front forward. So
Can I shoot the jet forwards?
no, I don't think so. You consider how close you are. If you go too close to it, the control will be okay. You can bring this one up. better, right? So step on your brake, don't leave it to avoid rolling front or backward. Then you press this button inside and bring it to D for driving.
D for
Yes. It's okay, it's okay. So have your hand on steering. Release the brake, accelerate it. Yes, accelerate gently. Stop accelerating. You don't need brake, just stop accelerating. Stop accelerating. You've applied brake. Do you need that? Your hand is not on steering. Eh? If they say stop accelerating, just stop accelerating and then watch out what happens. Now accelerate gently. Accelerate. Now stop accelerating. You don't need to press brake. But there is no turning here. There is no turning here. The way you are turning steering. Now leave the steering and see. Leave the steering. No worry. Just leave the steering. Now brake gently. The car is speeding. So now look at your front. Is there any turning on this road? No, look at it now. See how the car is going. So have your hand on steering. So you don't wait until you have to start turning and fighting steering. Just like this. Brake gently to avoid speed. Brake gently. And just keep braking. Don't worry. Now release the brake. Have your hand the way I show you. Now what will help you in knowing the direction where the car is fixing. Now look at this road. We are going to go straight down. Look at, is there any turning? So you are going through a road. You are not just turning your steering. So make it stable in line with the road. And accelerate gently now. Accelerate so that the car will move. Accelerate so that the car will move. That's another person's lane. You drive with the consciousness of another road user.
Okay, so I'll use this as a chance to do a bit of a voiceover. So basically, it was a 2 week program, and we basically used this area to practice our driving because there's no cars there. So we drove all the way down, we took a U turn, drove back, practiced our turning, practiced our braking, reversing, using our mirrors, etc. and we did it for the next 2 weeks. No, about a week and some days. Then we went to the main road, and we were able to drive. Yeah, I'm decent at driving at best. Nothing too great, but I can get from place to place. And yeah, it was pretty fun. It's pretty good experience. This video was recorded in August. I'm editing it now in December because I just got my license yesterday, and December 8th. So yeah, it took a while for some reason. I had to go to I think FRSC or something to get my license. I didn't get it from him because he's like a private instructor, so I have some legal issues. And yeah, it was a good experience getting my license. Now I can drive anywhere I want without having issues with the police. And so far, I haven't driven anywhere. I haven't driven anywhere so far. But maybe I'll record some videos in the future and post it. So for now, peace.